Hello, BookTube! Welcome back for the continuation of the library tour. This is a library tour inspired by Steve Donahue, who has challenged everybody that has a book channel to make 2022 the year of the library tour, to go a shelf at a time or a couple shelves in a video and show the books that you have and where you feel led to talk a little bit about the books. And so the first couple shelves that I'm going to be doing are going to be science fiction. I had my first part of it last week. I'll have that link down below. But the continuation, and this is the shelf that I can thank Michael K. Vaughan for pretty much, because it is almost extensively Edgar Rice Burroughs, of which I've read 4. So I don't have a whole lot to say about most of them yet, but I am planning on getting back to all of these very, very soon. So we're going to start with 2 non-Burroughs books, and then after that, it is all Burroughs all the way. So this is the shelf that goes the other way along that stretch there. I've got them, my shelves are sorted by kind of genre and topic, and then alphabetically by author within that. And so that's why we have a very, very long stretch of Burroughs. So we will start with Rogue in Space by Frederick Brown. So this is a novel about a unique being with power to create or destroy worlds. And if that doesn't sound interesting to you, I don't know what will. We have Cinebar by Edward Bryant. So this is a city at the center of time where infinite possibilities converge. And again, if that doesn't sound interesting to you, then I don't know what will. That sounds absolutely fascinating. Infinite possibilities converge. It's very reminds me a lot of the show Loki that just aired on by Disney, where they've got the multiple timelines. And so that very much evokes that in my mind. So the first of the books that I've read from this Burroughs collection is A Princess of Mars, and this is the very first of the Barsoom series, the John Carter of Mars. And it is fantastic. It is a great, fast-paced read. Was not my favorite Burroughs novel, but very, very enjoyable. I think this is going to be the series I like more as a whole, the Barsoom series. And so book 2, The Gods of Mars, which is the book that I enjoyed more than the first one. This was absolutely fantastic, and I've heard really, really strong opinions that this may be the best book of the series, and so far I agree. Obviously, this is all the farther I've gotten, and I plan to pick back up book 3 sometime in the semi-near future, as soon as I'm able to get to it, because this is the series that I'm excited to get back to. So that being The Warlord of Mars. Then we have Thuvia, Maid of Mars, which I think is Steve Donahue's favorite of the entire Barsoom series, if I remember correctly. So I'm very excited to get to book 4. Then we have The Chessmen of Mars. So this is book 5. I like that cover. Book 6, The Mastermind of Mars. Book 7, A Fighting Man of Mars. Book 8, Swords of Mars. Book 9, we have Synthetic Men of Mars. That's a really interesting cover there. Book 10, Lana of Gathol. And then the last one in the series is John Carter of Mars. So my understanding from Michael K. Vaughan is that John Carter is only present for the first couple of them, and then it follows his son. And eventually it circles back to him with this last book. So I found that to be interesting. And so the other series I've read a couple of books from. Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs. This is a nice Signet classic, and this is phenomenal. This was a great read, and the ending elevated it so much. It was fantastic. And book 2, The Return of Tarzan, which Michael K. Vaughan absolutely loves. I thought it was fine. It was a good sequel, but not nearly as satisfying as the first book for me. And the one I need to get to next, The Beasts of Tarzan. Followed by The Son of Tarzan. So just like the Barsoom series, it's going to follow somebody other than the main character that it starts with for parts of the series. Tarzan and the Jewels of Opar. And we have Jungle Tales of Tarzan. Tarzan the Untamed. Tarzan the Terrible. So, according to Michael K. Vaughan, these are, because it was selling so well, Edgar Rice Burroughs just kept churning them out, even though he, I believe, wanted to be done after just a couple of books, but because it's success. I mean, most of these are not very thick. You've got all of these books that came after. And I'm sure, like any long-lasting series, the mileage may vary. So Tarzan at the Earth's Core has a crossover between Tarzan and his, I believe it's the Pellucidar series, which is the only direct crossover from the Burroughs works. So we got Tarzan Triumphant, Tarzan and the City of Gold, Tarzan and the Lion Man. We got lots and lots of Tarzan. Tarzan and the Leopard Men. I believe there's 24 books in the Tarzan series. Tarzan's Quest. So I've got lots and lots of reading ahead of me. Tarzan and the Forbidden City. Tarzan the Magnificent. And again, all of these are relatively short. Tarzan and the Foreign Legion. So if I really wanted to make some headway on my 100-book challenge, I would just start picking up all of these Burroughs novels and reading them all, which, I mean, is not a bad idea. So the last one, Tarzan and the Castaways. Now we have some more Burroughs, but no longer those two main series. So we have Pirates of Venus. We have Lost on Venus. We have The Wizard of Venus and Pirate Blood. So this is, about double the thickness. It's about 250 pages, so not even quite double the thickness. We have The Monster Men and The Moon Men, which that's a pretty cool looking dude there on that cover. We have The Efficiency Expert. So this is a takes place in Chicago's underworld. Hero in college, champion boxer, star of the baseball team. So, yeah, Jimmy finds himself being framed for a murder charge. So that'll be an interesting one. Maybe I'll read this for my urban fantasy, for Fantasy February stories. Because it's only 211 pages. Michael, let me know. Would this be kind of an urban fantasy? Should I read it next month? We have The Lost Continent. The Writer. So would this be dark fantasy? Michael, let me know. Savage, Pellucidar. Then we have At the Earth's Core, Pellucidar and Tanar of Pellucidar. And then The Land That Time Forgot and the Moon Made, to bring us home. And each of these have multiple parts in there. and it's all of them within this. And so that's probably these are easily my two thickest. And I've got lots and lots of Edgar Rice Burroughs to read, and it's not even all of them. When watching Michael's video going through all of the Edgar Rice Burroughs, it's like, oh, hey, well, I don't have that one, and I think I want to pick up that one. Oh, yeah, that one sounds like it'd be really good, too. I might have every Edgar Rice Burroughs book before too much longer, because there's a couple that really sound interesting that I want to pick up, in 81 books. So there you have it. There's part 2 of the tour. I promise part 3 is going to have more variety in author. Every shelf from here thereon, even my Tolkien shelf, has far fewer titles than the Edgar Rice Burroughs shelf. Very, very prolific author. Wrote a ton of stuff. And I'm excited to dive back into some Burroughs this year and read further in those mainline series. So thank you for watching. I look forward to your library tour if you feel so inclined. I'll be having one every Saturday go up, where I'm going to keep going until I get through all, I think it's 13 shelves that I counted. So 13 weeks. Then after that, who knows? Maybe I will roll into a board game tour and go through a shelf at a time on those to carry us through more of the year. We'll see. Have a great day.